Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture's My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to focus on discussing the importance of essence. And in your downtime, to really learn more about essence as being a vital substance within the body, on this channel, on the Acupuncture's My Life Volume 1 album, there's a video on vital substances. Check that out, okay? Because it also goes into detail from another level regarding essence and its relationship to chi, to the mind, to body fluids, and more. But just for this video, I want to focus just on essence, only on essence. Outside of that, if you really want to enjoy the Acupuncture My Life album, just go to any music platform and look up Acupuncture's My Life Volume 1. Now, why do I want to focus on essence? You see, essence is very crucial with regard to our existence. And many individuals take it for granted. And that's not good. I mean, they abuse it and they shorten their lifespan. They wreak havoc on their overall constitution and more. And it even affects future generations as well. So I want to just touch on it from the position of a New York State licensed board certified doctor of acupuncture. You see, when it comes to essence, there are three types of essences. You have pre-heaven essence, post-heaven essence, and kidney essence. Now, when I say pre-heaven essence, I'm talking about this is like before you were actually born. And post-heaven essence is like after birth. And then we'll jump into kidney essence. Now, pre-heaven essence is basically the essence from both your mother and your father. All right. And this is why yin and yang is so important. And if you need to go back to the episode where I'm talking about yin and yang, please do so if you get lost. But yin and yang in this case, just like any other case, is super important because yin and yang is relative to just about everything in existence. Now, when it comes to pre-heaven essence, this is like how you're conceived. This is you as a fetus or an embryo. It's the yang essence from your father and the yin essence from your mother that combines to create you. All right. And this is why I say balance is important, because you have yin and you have yang. And they must be in balance. And the yin essence comes from your mother. The yang essence comes from your dad. And it comes together to create you. And you see, the essence from both your mom and your dad tends to nourish the embryo and the fetus during pregnancy. And it's basically, I would say, dependent on nourishment derived from the mother's kidneys. Now, that combination is very important, that additive. Okay, so it's not just, the yang essence from your dad and the yin essence from your mom, but then also nourishment that's derived from your mother's kidneys is important for the health and welfare of this growing fetus. All right. Now, pre-heaven essence, basically determines your overall constitution. And that's what basically makes you unique. And you see at birth, pre-heaven essence tends to mature into kidney essence. It usually happens around puberty, when females are going through menstrual cycles and males have sperm that can be ejaculated from the body. But in the interim, pre-heaven essence is super important. And it has a lot to do with what your dad was doing before birth. Let's say drinking a lot, which is bad. It's real bad, because it's going to affect the quality of your essence. Or even, let's say, your mother partying a lot, just going out and not resting, getting adequate sleep, and focusing and balancing life. That's also not only going to affect the yin essence that plays a part in your makeup, but the kidneys as well. Her kidneys, the healthy state of her kidneys is super important. Now, when it comes to post-heaven essence is the essence that's refined and extracted from food and fluids by the stomach and spleen after birth. So this is why it's always important that you're careful what you eat, because you are what you eat. All right. And so if you're popping a lot of junk in your mouth,
want a ham, an egg, and a cheese biscuit, okay?
Drinking alcohol and soda, and you're not drinking, let's say, herbal teas or room temperature water for the most part, because you really don't need much else other than your mother's breast milk after birth. When it comes to fluids, this plays a huge part in sustaining your overall constitution. Right? So basically, in a nutshell, post-heaven essence, that essence after birth, comes from the food, the nutrients extracted from the food, and the fluids in which you drink. Now, the last form of the three essences is kidney essence. Now, kidney essence plays a super extremely important role in human physiology. And it's basically derived from pre-heaven essence and post-heaven essence, and it's stored in your kidneys and it circulates throughout the body. Now, with it being stored, there's a finite aspect to it. So you really don't want to waste that essence. And as you get older, let's say puberty, a lot of individuals, and I have to say this, go crazy when it comes to physical activity, whether it's sexual in nature or whether it's exercise or no matter what, they go overboard. And now when you go beyond a certain threshold, you're burning up your essence. And when that happens, you begin to age much faster. Okay? And along with that, you don't want to burn up your essence drinking, let's say, alcohol or eating bad foods. Again, that's bad. And that's going to play into the next generation if you so decide to have children. All right? So basically, your kidney essence is responsible for growth, reproduction, development, sexual maturation, conception, pregnancy, menopause, and aging. You see how important that is? Essence, kidney essence, plays a role from the minute you come out of the womb all the way to the tomb. So essence is something to be respected, appreciated, and nurtured properly. And there are some individuals, unfortunately, like I said, their dads may have drank or partied too much.
I think you're wrong now. Look at the white dude. Look at the white dude.
Or their mothers as well. And they didn't eat healthy. They didn't get a lot of sleep. They didn't exercise and really take care of themselves. And it'll play itself out in your constitution or the succeeding generation's constitution. So that's when you'll present with a constitutional deficiency that there isn't much, if any, you can do with regard to your pre-heaven essence. So to make up for that, it becomes very important that you make acupuncture a part of your life, because acupuncture, along sometimes with herbs, can nourish essence, right? But it doesn't mean like an acupuncturist will nourish essence and then once or twice and then boom, you're good for the rest of your life. That's not the case. Okay. The state of your pre-heaven essence is what it is or was. So if that essence lacked the qualities needed for you to to live a vibrant life, just overall good health, you'll be seeing an acupuncturist, and there's nothing wrong with that, and an acupuncturist will pick that up, because a patient would come in saying, I get sick a lot. I'm always feeling weak. I'm always feeling tired. Doc, what can I do? I don't understand it. What can I do? And in some cases, we can determine if it has a lot to do with the state of your pre-heaven essence, which comes from your parents. And at that point, after a thorough intake, we'd put together a protocol and make recommendations on how much you or how often you should see an acupuncturist. Because look at it this way, essence overall determines your basic constitutional strength and resistance to exterior pathogenic factors. And that's the part where you're saying, why do I always get sick? Now, if you were born with strong essence, like let's say the pre-heaven essence before birth was very good, and your post-heaven essence, which is what you get from the foods and the drinks in which you ingest, was very good, you won't get sick a lot. You'll be vibrant. You'll feel really good about yourself. But like I said, essence is super important. Even though there's chi, there's body fluids, there's the mind and other things that incorporate vital substances. And you'll hear that on the song on the Acupuncture's My Life Volume 1 album titled Vital Substances. It's all connected, and it plays a crucial role in your existence. I wanted to point out the importance of essence in this video. And if you know of anyone, let's say, that may get sick a lot, their constitution just appears as weak, and there are various forms of deficiency, okay? Share this video with them, And if you have any questions about essence, ask them in the comment section, or leave a comment on what you think essence is. I'll also pin in the comment section the Acupuncture's My Life Volume 1 album for you to listen to, as well as the newsletter. And you could subscribe to the Acupuncture's My Life newsletter to learn more about acupuncture in and of itself. And if you need to speak to me directly, you can just go to acupuncturesmylife.com and click on virtual consultation and make an appointment to sit and talk with me about what may ail you, what deficiency you may be suffering from. We can do an Eastern nutrition consultation session. I can discuss acupressure points with you, or even possibly recommend herbs or herbal formulas. But other than that, the main thing that I want you to do is to make acupuncture a part of your life, because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?